If you've ever seen a live lobster, you know it's not red at all. Most lobsters are dark brown, greenish, or even bluish in color. But the moment they're dropped into boiling water, they undergo a dramatic transformation, turning a bright, unmistakable red. This sudden color change might look like magic, but it's actually a fascinating mix of chemistry, biology, and heat. In this video, we'll break down exactly why lobsters turn red when cooked, what's happening at the molecular level, and why this color change doesn't happen while the lobster is alive. By the end, you'll never look at a lobster dinner the same way again. Lobsters aren't actually red to begin with. Despite what restaurant logos might suggest, lobsters are rarely red in nature. In the wild, lobsters are usually a mottled mix of greens, browns, and blues. This coloration helps them blend into rocky ocean floors, seaweed, and coral, making it easier to avoid predators. The color of a live lobster comes from pigments stored in its shell, also known as the exoskeleton. One of the most important pigments involved is astaxanthin, a red-orange pigment found in many marine animals. On its own, astaxanthin is bright red, but in a live lobster, you don't see that red color at all. That's because astaxanthin is bound to specific proteins in the lobster's shell. When it's attached to these proteins, the pigment's color is altered, shifting from red to darker tones like green, blue, or brown. So the red color is there all along, it's just being hidden. The role of astaxanthin. Astaxanthin is a powerful carotenoid pigment, the same family of pigments that give carrots their orange color and flamingos their pink feathers. Lobsters don't produce astaxanthin themselves. They get it from their diet, mainly by eating algae and small marine organisms. In a live lobster, astaxanthin is locked into a protein complex called crustacyanin. This protein pigment pairing changes how light reflects off the shell, masking the red color and creating darker, camouflaged shades instead. Think of it like a colored light behind tinted glass. The color is still there, but the glass changes how you see it. As long as the lobster is alive and its shell structure remains intact, that red pigment stays concealed. What heat does to the shell? Everything changes the moment heat is applied. When a lobster is cooked, whether boiled, steamed, or grilled, the high temperature causes the proteins in its shell to denature. Denaturation means the proteins lose their original shape and structure. Once crustacyanin breaks apart, it can no longer hold onto astaxanthin. The pigment is released from the protein complex, and when that happens, astaxanthin returns to its natural color, bright red. This process happens quickly, which is why lobsters seem to turn red almost instantly when cooked. It's not the shell absorbing color from the water or reacting to salt. It's the shell revealing the pigment that was already there. Why all cooked lobsters turn the same color? You might wonder why lobsters of different natural colors all end up looking nearly identical once cooked. Blue lobsters, yellow lobsters, and even rare split-colored lobsters all turn red when heated. That's because astaxanthin is the dominant pigment in all lobsters. While genetic variations affect how pigments bind to proteins in a live lobster, heat breaks down those differences. Once the proteins denature, the same red pigment is exposed in every lobster. In other words, cooking removes the camouflage and reveals the lobster's true color underneath. This happens to other seafood too. Lobsters aren't the only animals that change color when cooked. Shrimp, crabs, and crayfish all turn pink or red for the same reason. They also contain astaxanthin bound to proteins in their shells. Salmon get their pink color from astaxanthin as well, though in fish, the pigment is stored in muscle rather than the shell. Flamingos even get their pink feathers from eating astaxanthin-rich foods, showing how widespread this pigment is in nature. The lobster's color change is one of the most dramatic examples, but it's part of a much larger biological pattern. So why do lobsters turn red when cooked? The answer lies in hidden pigments and heat-sensitive proteins. Live lobsters contain red astaxanthin, but it's masked by proteins in their shells that help them stay camouflaged. Cooking breaks those proteins apart, releasing the pigment and revealing the bright red color we all recognize. What looks like a simple kitchen transformation is actually a perfect demonstration of chemistry at work. Proof that even the foods we eat can tell fascinating scientific stories. The next time you see a lobster turn red in a pot, you'll know it's not magic, it's molecular science.